What's up everybody, welcome to another video. Today I am looking at this, which is a bike stand, and the reason I am looking at this is because I've had cheap bike stands and I don't want to spend £200 on a Park Tool bike stand. So this sits somewhere in the middle and it costs £80, so hopefully it's pretty good, pretty decent, and it's good for sort of people just doing jobs at home. Obviously if you're a professional mechanic you'll probably want a Park Tool stand, but this is hopefully in between. I've also had a cheap Amazon stand before, and to be honest, the cheap Amazon stands just, they don't cut the mustard. So, let's see what's inside this box, and hopefully, it's pretty decent. Now I'm hoping the setup is pretty simple. What is this? So we've got a mat for it to sit on, which, if you like that, then that's handy. It's actually pretty solid, not too heavy, not too light. Looks like it's going to be pretty stable. Okay, so down here we've got a quick release, and that enables this to slide. So we can basically adjust the angle that it's at, which is pretty handy. Just like this, do up the quick release. Now here we have another quick release, which moves this one up and down. Now, quick release is so much easier. The cheap Amazon stands, the one that I had before, it had bolts, so you basically had to do it up, and it's just not worth it. If you can spend some extra money and get something like this with quick release, and already this is quicker to set up and less faff. So that's a big win there. So let's move this one up. And then this final quick release here is to, I imagine, to move this round yet. Okay, and that locks in. Then we can do that up as well. Touch tighter, so that's good. And then to move that down, I assume, okay, yeah, pull it out and that locks in place there. So that's the final piece of the puzzle. So we're looking all good so far. You can see we've got 1, 2 and 3 quick releases, and that is how you set it up, basically, super quick. Now the final piece of the puzzle is, I believe, this one. So yeah, that's locking that one. This one twisting is opening this here, basically. So if we open that up, then hopefully we can just rotate this. He says, okay, it's a bit stiff. Not sure if I'm doing something wrong there, but anywho, okay, we're good to go. Then we've just got the clamp on top. That feels a little bit, I'm guessing it's meant to be a little bit loose, a little bit. I guess it'd be nice and tight when the bike's in there. So before I give this a try and see how stable it is and see how good it actually is, I just want to give you some product details, just some info. Now it can have an adjustable height, which is this middle one, 102 centimeters to 154 centimeters. I'm 5'10", just to give some context. Now the clamping opening adjustment is from 30 to 80 millimeters, and when you fold it all down and put it back to how it was when it came out of the box, it's 100 centimeters, so 1 meter. So I'm guessing that is transportable, 1 meter, it's not too big. It's manufactured from lightweight aluminium, and I mean, it's pretty easy to lift and move around. It's actually lighter than the Amazon stand that I had, so I'm quite impressed with that. Nice and lightweight, so I guess that makes it even more transportable. And the maximum weight this can hold is 25 kilograms, and well, unless you've got a massive e-bike, I don't think this is going to struggle, to be honest. So pretty good overall. So let's get my bike on it and see how stable it actually is. I go into the seat post. So the clamping mechanism's not bad. This basically just comes forward this way. If I flick that the other way, that will undo it basically. So I guess it's alright. You could knock that though, to be honest. I thought it would be more like a lock-in. With that, if I just literally pull that, it's going to flick round. But yeah, overall, it's got it, hasn't it? It's holding it up, so that's the main thing. The bike's pretty solid in there. We can change the angle as well, so let's give that a try. Okay, so easy to change the angle. Lock that back in. Super easy. That is way easier than other stands that I've used. The fact you can just twist this, twist the bike, tighten that up, and it's only like half a turn. Absolutely brilliant. So the main thing you want any bike stand to be, no matter what one you buy, is stable. So I'm going to test this, I'm going to give it a nudge, give it a knock, and see if it would easily fall over, because if it can easily fall over, then it's not that great. not bad. If you're walking, you accidentally nudge it, it's not going anywhere. You'd take a lot for it to lean over this way as well. When you're working on it, you're moving the bike. I mean, it's not going to be dead stable because it's not secured to the floor. If you wanted a stand like that, you're probably a mechanic and you probably have a stand secured to the floor. But overall, this is looking pretty stable. So I'm pretty chuffed with that. Now we also have the Lifeline mat that comes with it, so if you're working in a small space or you need to be working indoors, then this is going to be perfect actually. It's going to catch any grease, any dirt, anything that falls from the bike. So I'm quite impressed with that. I'm quite impressed. The other cheaper stands that I bought certainly didn't come with a little mat like this. And from my experience, I mean, I've got this Lifeline mat for my turbo trainer. The Lifeline stuff is pretty damn good, and it's a respectable price. So overall, I'm quite impressed with this stand and I'm pleased that I bought it. I mean, for £80 it's cheap. It's cheap compared to like a Park Tools stand. There are cheaper stands, the Amazon stands, you know, the ones with 3 legs. I've done a video on that as well, I'll pop that up. But mine broke after a few months. Now I think this stand would be suited to like an enthusiastic cyclist who is at home and works on their own bikes. If you're going to get it on the stand once or twice a year, then maybe the cheaper Amazon stands for 30 quid will do. But if you're going to be on the stand quite a bit and use it quite a bit and like to work on your bikes, then this stand is going to be good for you. Now, I will use this and I'll probably do a video in the future when I've used it for quite some time. But for now, first impressions, really, really good. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll leave the link to the stand down below if you want to purchase it. This video is not sponsored whatsoever, so this is an unbiased opinion. And yeah, that's everything. So have a good day, safe riding, get your bikes on the stand, get some mechanics going. I'll see you in the next one.